boy, run. This world is not meant for you. Run, boy, run. They're trying to catch you. Run, boy, run. Running is a victory. Run, boy, run. Beauty lies behind the hills.
Oh, I say, what a shot.
Run, boy,
Beautiful
run.
volley.
The sun will be guiding you. Run, boy, run. They're dying to stop you. Run, boy, run. This race is a prophecy. Run, boy, run.
Oh, wonderful
Break out from
smash.
society.
I've never seen that before.
Tomorrow is another day, and you don't have to hide away. You'll be a mud boy.
That's it. He's done it.
It's time to run. Run, boy, run. This ride is a journey to run, boy, run. The secret inside of you.
There's a new champion.
This race is a prophecy. Run, boy, run, and disappear in the trees.
It's Lever. He's won it.
The simple refusal to give in.
Follow that band.
Tomorrow is another day.
You know, it's England. It has to rain sometime.
Have to hide away. You'll be a man, boy. But for now it's time to run. It's time to run. Tomorrow is another day. When the night fades away, you'll be a man, boy.
That does it.
But for now it's time to run. It's time to run.
Thanks to everybody. That's great. Congratulations, Roger Federer. Serena Slam, it's happened.
There's a new man at the head of men's tennis.
Right, I'm going to try this, and it's not going to be easy.
The waiting is over.
He's executed. Unbelievable shot.
Well, doesn't that just set the scene? Here we are at the greatest tennis tournament on earth with the greatest commentator slash coach slash former player that is standing right here next to me at this point in time.
Just right here.
Yeah, that's
Something
it.
good. I was
Mark
glad.
Petchey, welcome.
Yeah, Hyperbole was going. Woo!
I had to bring you back down to earth. Mate, this is so good. Welcome back. Great to see you. It is the greatest tennis tournament on earth, isn't it?
It is. It's the greatest show on earth. There's no question. A bit disappointing to put the all whites on, but you know, what,
I've got
what
them
can
in
you
the
do?
kit bag.
What can we do? Are you going to get another hit out here like you did at
Well,
Roland Garros? Is
look,
that,
there's things happening in the background.
All right,
I may
okay.
need a member of the club to help make that happen.
I'll see if I can help you
So,
out. I'll see if I can help you
we'll
out.
see.
But it's great to be back. There's no question. Obviously, so many great storylines at the start of every major. This is no different.
Yep. We're going to have Sam Stosur join us as well. We're going to have Todd Woodbridge. We're going to have Alicia Molik as well as you over the coming 2 weeks. In this show, this is our preview. We've got Alex de Minaur, one-on-one with him, Novak Djokovic. So we've got heaps to get through. But without doubt, the number one talking point, clearly, Serena Williams, 44 years of age, 4 years off tour, and she's back. What do you make of the entire situation?
Yeah, well, obviously, once she went back into the drug testing program, we all pretty much knew she was coming back. You don't go back into that program if you're not planning to come and play professional tennis again. So, listen, I think the world of tennis is just super happy to see her back. We're excited to see how she can do. She doesn't need to prove anything to anybody, but it would be very Serena-like to come in here and make a deepish run. I mean, what that looks like, I've got no idea.
Well, her opponent is Aussie.
Yes.
Maya Joint. What a moment for the 20-year-old.
yeah, I never thought I'd get to play against her. She stopped playing when I kind of got on tour, so yeah, when I saw that she got the wild card, I think there's a small part of me that always wanted to experience playing her. And, if someone told me 10 years ago that I'd be playing, at Wimbledon first round against Serena Williams, that would be ridiculous.
So being a Tuesday match, it gives Maya even more time to dwell on it. She hasn't been in great form. She's been in shocking form, really. Injuries to start the year is part of that reason. How does she deal with this situation? And I guess more technically and tactically, how does she break down Serena?
Well, I think that's the easy part of it. Listen, you're going to try and move Serena around the court. There's no question. You don't want Serena owning the middle of the court. That's how she won all her majors. Yep. So that's going to be something that's actually quite easy for Maya to break down strategically what I want to do. I'm going to use the drop shot. I'm going to try and go wide to wide. You don't even need and going back in behind Serena will be not a bad play. I think strategically it's going to be okay. Handling the emotions, handling the reputation. She needs to concentrate on the yellow ball. She can't look down the other court and see the great champion that's down there, because that's the one thing that's going to distract her.
Okay. Alex de Minaur comes in as now a top 5 seed for the first time in his career. It's a big moment.
Well deserved.
And his form hasn't been so bad, has it, since the French Open?
No, it hasn't. I mean, he obviously loves grass. He's been sort of playing some pretty decent tennis. Obviously, Burruchaga in the first round, he's played 6 matches on grass. You got to feel that Alex's pedigree on this surface with 2 titles, a couple of runners up on grass, he's going to get through that relatively comfortable. Listen, I'd always back Alex on certainly through the first week and second week. I think he's going to make a nice little run, but obviously, he wants to hit the ground running. I think it's important to go and put in a good performance for him in the first round.
Okay, well, let's hear from the 5th seed, Alex de Minaur. Roman Burruchaga, what can you tell us about him? He's got a famous father from World Cup glory with Argentina, but in terms of his tennis, what are you expecting?
Yeah, look, it's going to be the first time that I share the court with him, so I'm going to be excited and ready for the challenge. And look, he's he's up and coming. He's a solid player. Doesn't give much away, and he's a great competitor. So a lot of it is probably going to be on my racket, and if I can step up to the plate and be ready for the match, then hopefully I can start off well.
So one of the other great stories from an Australian point of view, Dane Sweeney.
Yep.
The tradition, I think it's now 14 years in a row where an Australian has qualified. This is his first Wimbledon. It's an enormous occasion in any player's career, isn't it?
Yeah, also the way he did it was he 1 game away from losing in qualies.
Yeah.
And also just a great story. These are the kind of guys that you absolutely love. Even in amongst the sort of 128 players that in the men's draw, someone like Dane Sweeney sticks out to me. 2024 obviously nearly stopped. Took 6 weeks away from the tour, went back, played about 18 matches. Last year he won 73 matches on the tour. I mean, what a machine that was from, in terms of his sort of work rate, and then to come through qualifying, gritting it out in the manner that he did. It's just awesome.
It's such a cliche, but he is an Aussie battler, as this interview will show you.
It's sinking in a bit. I mean, I think qualifying at the Australian Open, that was probably the greatest moment of my career. This comes close. I'll say it's not quite there, but it is very, very far up there in the list of my achievements, and also just the feelings along with it. Qualifying for such a special tournament, it's a place that has so much aura, and you can just feel it. So to be here playing the main stage, it's really incredible.
Speaking of the main stage, Grigor Dimitrov, is your opponent going to be plenty of attention? What do you make of that draw?
I was hoping I was going to play a really big name, because that's what I want to qualify for. I'll try and test myself against the best players in the world. And yes, he's not ranked where he was, but no doubt he has some incredible tennis left in him. So, especially on the grass, he loves the grass. He's got a great slice, great game for the grass. But I really like my tennis on the grass too. So I think it's going to be a great match, and I think the experience will be one of a lot of learning.
Grigor Dimitrov, it's quite the opponent, but not playing the sort of form, obviously, as we
Last
saw last
year.
year. What a story that was.
Yeah, I mean, 2-0 up. Obviously, the problem for Grigor with the injury, they've really kind of worked hard at it, but he just hasn't been able to find any momentum, any kind of rhythm. Went over to Dublin to play a challenger, lost early there. Listen, not saying that this is an easy match for Dane, but definitely he's taken on a Grigor that is beatable in the current kind of form that he is. Having said that, you're coming back to a place that you play such beautiful tennis. That's going to give Dimitrov a little bit of a lift.
Yeah. So the man that he was leading 2-0 was Jannik Sinner. What is going on with Jannik at the moment? Now, today it's warm still as we stand here and record, and we're in the broad daylight, as you can probably see. But in terms of his fitness and health, he would be very grateful that the tournament wasn't played this week prior, right?
Yeah, he would be. I mean, listen, it was so strange at the French. I mean, it's really hard to put your kind of finger on what absolutely happened. I mean, he's winning that match so comfortably. You kind of feel that most of these players have got enough in the tank to get across the finishing line when you're leading by that score. But yeah, obviously there is an issue there. He's obviously been to various doctors in Italy trying to figure it out. He's talked in the press this week. This is not a magic pill that I can take. It's just incremental improvements, and we'll get there. Listen, some of that might have been around stress. He was such a prohibitive favourite at Roland Garros this year that maybe that's the one thing that caught up with him. And it was a particularly hot day, but it was certainly strange.
Well, let's see how he handles the situation, because he is the defending champion.
For me personally, the most special tournament we have throughout the whole year. It has always been the tournament, you know, the tennis tournament. It's so iconic, it's so historical, and having my name there, it means the world to me, honestly. Back in the days when I was very, very young, I would have never thought that I could achieve things. I tried my best, and you know, to have at least one, it means a lot to me. But let's see what's coming this year. But whatever happened, it's already history, and I'm very happy about that. Here usually you cannot go in with the cars, so having this possibility, it makes me feel very honored.
Got to give it back. How are you?
How are you? Okay.
You well? Thank you. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
No. Hopefully only for a few weeks.
I'm very happy to be here. So.
It's good to have you. And
amazing.
You've been hitting on the grass.
Yeah.
Darren said.
Yeah. We had some great time until now.
Should we go inside?
Let's go.
Okay. Right. So coming up to centre court now. Have you seen your photograph before?
Oh wow! It's the first time that I.
It is.
You see it.
Here we go. So, what do you think of it? Well, how does that feel, being back?
It's, for me, the most special feeling, honestly. You know, seeing this beautiful grass. You don't want to damage it.
You're here before we know, first match on Monday.
First match Monday,
1:30? 1:30, you'll be opening centre court.
The most special feeling for a tennis player, to be honest.
Novak Djokovic could well be a man that he has to defeat if he is to go back-to-back. What do you make of Novak? I mean, such a limited preparation.
Yeah, listen, the shoulder injury obviously has caused him some problems at 39 years of age. He's trying to manage his schedule. But listen, we saw in Melbourne, in Australia, just how well he can play against Sinner. The first set he played against Alcaraz in the final was some of the best tennis that he can produce. I do think, kind of counterintuitively, that 5 sets, even at 39 years of age, helps him in this first week, because he's had such a limited amount of match play that it gives him the opportunity to maybe play a scruffy set here or there, but still get through the first week. He doesn't want too many of those, but I do think that just gives him a little bit more bandwidth than it would have been at a 3-set tournament.
Well, we caught up with the greatest of all time. So can you tell us about your preparation and how you're feeling as you chase that record, equaling 8th and 25th?
Yeah, well, let's see. You know, obviously it's always in the back of my mind, and desire to win another Grand Slam, especially here in Wimbledon, is of course still there, and it's very strong. But you know, I have a particular, quite specific situation this year with playing only three tournaments and not having many matches, and going with an injury that took me out of the tour for several months. So for me, it's really about starting the right way and just building on the momentum. Hopefully, taking it step by step.
Well, another man who we caught up with is Joao Fonseca. He's also had an interrupted preparation, hasn't he?
He has right shoulder injury, obviously taking him out of Eastbourne. He played one match in grass in Halle. Listen, I like the Brazilian's game style for grass. I really think this is going to be a surface that he does well on. Let's not forget that Novak only won his second Wimbledon championship when he was 27 years of age. He's now won 7 of those. I think Joao's so young. Obviously, it's a surface you've got to learn to move on, but I like his chances long term. Maybe not this year.
Okay, let's hear from him.
Feeling pretty good. Each day I'm feeling more confident on grass. Practicing good, having some good practices. So yeah, feeling healthy again. So yeah, everything can having good expectations, for Wimbledon.
We were exposed to the Brazilian fans at Roland Garros, even just at your practice sessions. Can you try to explain to us the passion of the Brazilian fans and what it means to you to be from Brazil?
I mean, they're very passionate. I think it comes a little bit more from the culture of football. So yeah, they like to be loud. They like to be supportive. So that's pretty nice for me. I like the crowd. I like the vibe they put, the atmosphere. So yeah, hopefully they will come. I mean, everywhere I go, there are some Brazilians watching and making some noise. But hopefully they will come and make some noise for here in London.
We love it too. All the best.
Thank you very much.
So we've got a dozen Aussies in action all up, and we've touched on a couple of them so far. Day one of play. Look, mate, we'll get into the battle of the Brits and the Aussies. Don't you worry about that. We've got one of them to preview too, because there is an Ashes battle in round one. Rinky Hijikata, what do you make of his first up encounter?
Look, he qualified, made quarters at Queen's. I thought played some great tennis. I actually think grass is a perfect surface for Rinky. Confidence probably in terms of surfaces, this is the most important. It's such a short part of the season that if you feel like you're playing well on it, you generally do.
Yeah, well, he takes on Jesper de Jong. Let's hear from him.
Yeah, feeling good. Always loved the grass season. Love being back in the UK, back in London playing here. So yeah, I feel comfortable, feel at home here and ready to go.
Jesper de Jong, what did you make of that draw?
I mean, he's a quality player. Obviously, he's been in great form. I think he made 4th round of the French or thereabouts, and yeah, he's had some quality wins recently. So it's going to be a tough battle. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, nothing beats playing at Wimbledon.
Let's keep this theme going. Alex Vukic, we caught up with him as well. Jenson Brooksby, your round one opponent. What do you make of that, Alex?
Yeah, funny how tennis works. I just played him a few days ago. So, yeah, it's one of those that, I've actually had this happen to me a few times where I've played a guy that I've lost to a few days later, and I've actually done well. I lost to someone in Queens and played him the first round of the next tournament and beat him. So I'm going to try to do that again.
So can he turn the tables against Jenson Brooksby?
I think he can. Listen, I know one of 6 wins for Jenson came against Vukic, obviously, down at Eastbourne, but he just hasn't been playing great. And I think, again, the best of 5 format will help Vukic a little bit, even get through some of those initial nerves. So I like his chances.
Adam Walton takes on Dino Prismic. I mean, he's a talent, Dino. This is one to be so careful of. I mean, upsetting Djokovic earlier this year.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if this is Adam's best surface. I mean, the one thing that Adam has done well this year is travel. I mean, that guy has put more air miles in his bank account than actual dollars. I mean, it's been unbelievable how much. And credit to him, obviously went over to Asia before Madrid to get his ranking inside the top 100 to come here to play at Wimbledon. This is his bonus that he gets the chance. I don't know if Dino loves grass yet. He's very young. He's very sort of tender in his journey. I would just marginally hesitate, sort of hedge towards Adam winning this one, despite the fact that Prismic has been in good form.
All right, let's hear from the Aussie.
Yeah, since Roland Garros, I travelled back to the States and played a Challenger and was able to win the Challenger there, and then went back to Knoxville for a few days, and then came over for Queens and Mallorca. So I've had 2 grass lead-in tournaments, and here we are at Wimbledon, one of the best tournaments in the world.
Dino Prismic is your first round opponent. He's a pretty talented youngster that's made some big strides and big impressions this year.
Yeah, I don't know him overly well. I do know that he's played a few Aussies this year. He's played Ducks, he's played Rinks, he's played Tristan. So I'll probably, ask the Aussies what they thought of him, as well as watching a little bit on him myself. But yeah, just really excited for that match on Monday.
So that's a bit of a look at how things shape up from an Australian point of view and some of the storylines for the men. Alexander Zverev, he plays on day number 2. We haven't talked about Shelton, Tiafoe, Felix Auger-Aliassime. I want your tip. How does the men's tournament fall?
Well, listen, if you're going to have to sort of use my tip to pay my invoice, I'm going to have to go with Yannick Sinner because I have to sound like I know what I'm talking about.
You still trust him and the body?
Yeah, I do. Okay. I really do, particularly on grass. It gives you a lot more opportunity to finish the point quicker if he does get into trouble. I don't think he's going to get into trouble. But if you're asking me for a little bit of an outsider who
some
hasn't,
value, perhaps,
that hasn't done particularly well here in the past, Zverev has never made it past the fourth round. I think he's going to have a much better tournament than that here. Outside of that, Francis Tiafoe, I really like him.
Okay, so there's the watch. So it's Sinner with eyes perhaps on Zverev and Tiafoe. Okay, we'll write that down. Arena Sabalenka, as we turn our attention to the women. What's going on with it's a bit like Sinner, dominant world number one, but some big question marks mentally at the moment for Arena.
Yeah, I mean, the meltdown in Roland Garros was a tough watch.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of us that just sort of really admire the way that she's gone through those battles, whether it's been with her strokes, her second serve, and all of those things. Then the mental battles, then they've re-emerged, and it's almost as though she felt like they were gone, but they've actually haven't.
Yes.
It's hard to tell. I don't feel confident picking her as a favourite
on
the women's side.
She hasn't won here before, has she?
No, and I don't feel confident in the way that she's going to handle the moment. But obviously the caveat always, Stubbsy, with stuff like that is the ones that do win these championships, and she does know how to win these championships, tend to find a way. Look at Swiatek last year.
Yeah, well, let's see. She is the world number one and top seed.
I feel like it's mostly about mental part of the game, and when I stopped working with psychologists, like we spoke with my team, and it's okay when at some point I'll have to get back to her, and that what happened. I contacted her. I didn't want to find someone else because you have to go through the whole story and you have to tell your whole story and make other person to understand you deeper. So I went to a person who knows me really well, and for now we are working again. I just feel like I need someone to throw all of my thoughts to and kind of like clear my head a little bit ahead of a big tournament. So
of course the victor at Roland Garros was Mira Andreeva, breaking through for her first Grand Slam title on grass here. Can she go back to back?
Yeah, I think she can. I really do. I think that's the exuberance of youth. I think that's the kind of fearlessness. She doesn't have any bad scar tissue, having won a major and then not done well. Played well here last year, so starting to find her grass court shoes and footing. Really like her chances.
Okay, let's get some reaction from her.
I would say obviously the feelings that I've experienced after winning for the first day and for a couple of more days after that were incredible, and I really want to try and experience them again. So that's kind of a little addiction that I think a lot of players have after winning. So that's going to be my goal, to try and, try and repeat that and to experience those feelings again.
Just the one Aussie in action on day one, Darek Kasatkina against Mimi Zhu, a British wildcard.
Yep.
What can you tell us about Mimi?
Well, actually, Mimi played Emma last year, Raducanu, and I was helping Emma here last year. So very flat hitter of the ball, can serve big, can be a little sort of erratic, I would say. It's not a bad matchup for Darek, but she hasn't played well on the grass in recent times. And Mimi has got the power to kind of overpower Kasatkina. So despite the fact in rankings and everything else, you would think that Kasatkina should come through it comfortably. It is one that she should be a little wary of.
Okay. Last year with Emma, you had a lot going on.
Yes.
And we did appreciate that you still committed to the show. How hectic was last year, and how much happier are you to be able to just sit back and do a Grand Slam daily at the end of the day every day?
I love Emma, so I will go to the ends of the world for her. But listen, I'm not going to lie. Last year was, from March through to August, was some of the hardest times I've had in terms of trying to manage my entire life. There was moments of implosions, but Stubbsy, for you, anything for this show. Anything for this show.
Thank you, Petch. So that means no invoice?
Not quite that generous.
No, there's a limit. We better get a tip before we go for the women. Obviously, we haven't talked about Elena Rybakina, former champion here. Iga from last year will preview her first round match tomorrow night as well with Sam Stosur. But your tip overall, Coco Gauff's in the mix as well. I mean, you could name almost 8 or 9 again, like Roland Garros.
Yeah, and it feels like Rybakina has started to kind of, if I'm being honest, choke looking at world number one. I mean, she looked as though she was going to be a lock in April, that she was going to overtake Sabalenka in terms of, but she just hasn't put it together together in recent times, and it looks as though that kind of penthouse is just a little too expensive for her taste. So I would go with that with her in general. I would go with Rybakina. I think you might maybe Coco.
Really?
I do worry a little bit about the forehand getting attacked too much on this surface, but it is wide open.
Iga, can she?
No.
No, but we said that last year, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
After a shocking
You're right.
Roland
You
Garros.
did. You did. But
So
I
that's
can't.
the thing. There's so many questions.
Yeah.
I love the women's draw here this year
it could
again
be.
because you just don't know what's going to happen. We know you're going to be back.
I am.
And we look forward to that. We look forward to having Sam Stosur here for our first show as we preview day 2 and wrap up all the action from day 1. Petch, thank you.
Subsy,
Great
always
to
a pleasure.
see you again. It's going to get cold, so we'll get the jackets.
No, it doesn't get cold in this country.
In the shows to come.
We're in
And
the
it'll be
middle
dark.
of the Mediterranean here in
We'll
London.
be able to open our eyes because it'll be dark. We will see you then. We are, of course, a podcast as well. So if you can't watch us, take us with you. Listen to us in your ears. It's sometimes a better watch. We'll see you tomorrow.
Mental resilience, I think, comes with life experience. It comes with trials and tribulations. It comes with many moments where you quote-unquote fail. And I say quote-unquote because failing is really nothing but a lesson. An opportunity to grow and a step towards becoming the best version of yourself. It's not always flowers and blue sky.
It's just age, the wear and tear of the body. It's tough for me to accept that.
And you have many, many challenging moments with yourself. So it's a combination of things, but mainly comes with just a courageous approach to be bold in life. That's how you build the resilience. It's also important to have the right supportive surrounding environment of people that you trust, that can, hold your hand when you need holding hand, when you need support, when you need to reset yourself.
There's a song with my kids, and look, my daughter's doing it right now.
I asked my daughter to think in the next days before she sees me about what my celebration is going to be for this year. Victories hopefully on the center court, and she told me that she's going to think about it and work on it, and she'll let me know. The violin is always is always there if I don't have anything from her innovative, but I'm sure she's going to come up with the K-pop Demon Hunters or some kind of dance. Just enjoy myself every single time I step out on the grass court here in Wimbledon. You cannot avoid seeing or feeling the history and the heritage, so it's a lovely feeling.